Born and Raised Festival Day 3, and hanging out here with Mr. Beckmann, William Beckmann. He's the sharpest dressed guy we've come across so far. Man. You're looking good.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Dude, look at them boots. Look at the shine on them boots, man.
I gotta shine them every day.
Yeah, right.
My band picks on me, but you know you gotta have good looking boots.
Yeah, you look great, man. I tell you what, and not only that, you sound great. And so, just real quick, so what do you prefer? Is you like the smaller venues or the festival thing? What's your preference?
We like it all. It keeps us on our toes, kind of playing different crowds, playing different stages. But the festival here today, we had a good time. We had a good crowd, and we were excited to be back.
Yeah, that is awesome. You're from South Texas, well, about as south as you can probably go. Of course, nowadays when you see Del Rio, Texas, the news doesn't seem to be very good. You're probably tired of hearing about that, right?
Yeah, but it's my hometown, and I love it, and those are my people. But yeah, I grew up in Del Rio, Texas, and my whole family still lives there, and wow. my heart lies there.
Yeah, that is beautiful, man. So you like it dry and not as humid.
That's right. That's just what I'm used to. I don't last very long in the humid conditions. No.
Yeah, well, lucky you weren't here last year because it was exactly that.
Well, I was here, and it was very hot. Yeah,
right. It was brutal.
The weather this year is a lot better.
Great. Yeah, super nice. Okay, well, good. I could remember, so glad you clarified. We'll talk about some of your stuff, but I got to ask you about the Springsteen thing. I mean, I'm old enough and seen the E Street Band several times, and so where does the connection to Bruce Springsteen and Jersey come to South Texas?
Man, it's funny. Not on this last record that I just put out, but on the one before, we ended up putting the Bruce Springsteen cover on there. "I'm on Fire," and we kind of
my favorites, man. Great
we
song.
kind of recorded it by accident. It wasn't intentional. I'd gotten into the studio, and it was still pretty heavy into COVID times, and so we didn't have a band in the studio. It was just my producer and I, Orrin Thornton, and we started noodling around on that song and kind of making it like a Western thing, and it's just, but when you listen to that track on that record, it's just him and I. I mean, he played the drums and the bass, and I played all the guitars, and then of course I sang it, and then we did like a dueling guitar solo at the end. But it's really, when you listen to it, we just layered a bunch of stuff. It's really only two people.
Well, it's fantastic, and I can see how, I hear in that song in my head how it would work for what you do. It really does.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Well, let's talk about some of your new music. I know you've been busy working on stuff, so what's the latest?
Yeah, the latest record is Here's to You, Here's to Me. It's another 7-song EP that we put out, and I wrote all the songs, all but one. There's a song that I cut, the very talented Keith Gaddis, who we lost earlier this year, wrote this song called "It's Still January," and I was glad that I got to record that song and hopefully do it justice. And I was able to send it to him before he passed away, and he was able to listen to it. So I'm very grateful that I ended up with that song on there too.
That is great. So, well, congratulations on everything, man. You're an amazing talent. So let's tell everybody where to find all this great music.
Yes, just you can go to my website, social media, WilliamBeckmann.com. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, all that stuff.
We were talking to Jonathan Tyler there, and he goes, yeah, when they Google my name, they usually have that guy from the 90s that was on the sitcom, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Is there any Beckmann, any? Yeah.
There is. They tell me there's a painter in New York City with the same name, but my last name's got 2 N's at the end of it, so that's the difference there. But maybe you never know. I might get into painting one day, and I might compete with them.
Well, there you go, man. Well, I'm sure you'd be great at it. I appreciate it. Okay, congratulations again, William Beckmann here hanging out at the Born and Raised Festival on 105.1 The Bull.